Alright, welcome back to Skyrim Survival. We had just gotten into Windhelm. We had picked up this guy along the way. So I'm gonna be leaving him here.
Hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him here, because he kinda is rather loud with his crickly crackles. And what am I wanting to do? Oh, I got something called Tano's book. Might have already read this. Yeah, I think that was already been read, but I'll just note.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass.
Oh yeah, the murders in Windhelm. We also came to the area of the seducers. Which actually, before I go, I need to talk to the barmaid here. Get some information.
Mind you don't get fresh with Susanna. She plays the flirt, but it's just to get good tips.
Why is this called Candlehearth Hall?
Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durocht lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. Enjoy your stay, and don't break.
Don't break anything, remember. So I'll find it funny that they follow you outside when you walk outside. Alright, so we need to sell some stuff. Eat.
Those dark elf refugees will take over this city if we aren't careful.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Let's go to the market. Is it too early? I can use this enchanting table while I'm waiting. Keep that. Keep that on for a second. And I don't know about enchanting my stuff yet.
I've been looking for you.
Oh, hello.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
What did I get? No. Note on demented Electral nymph. Can't believe we carried this bug the whole way here. Occasional, always afraid it's gonna. I already read that. What'd I get? Warrior's Challenge? Long ago, my ancestors built a great hall on the mountainside north of Bilgegot Mine. They called it Hendralhelm, a warrior's home that rivaled Sovngarde itself. As the last of my clan, I wish to bequeath this home to a true warrior. You are not a Nord, yet I've heard your prowess in battle rivals that of our most legendary fighters. I ask you to prove it with your blade. Interesting. Hello.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Why did that activate the Dawn Guard?
I ask only for a little charity. It's
Alright.
spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous. The divine smile on a charitable soul.
Let me use the smelter. I think I had some iron ore. Yeah. I have to use for steel. Iron. See if I can
Will you
upgrade
spare
anything.
a few coins to help someone who's got nothing?
Wait, I have an iron shield? When did I get that? It's probably, I must have picked it up by accident. Ooh, I can upgrade that.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Upgrade that. Can't upgrade that. Need leather. Upgrade my weapons.
And grant peace to these. A few septims for my supper is all I ask.
Mm-hmm. Let's wait an hour. Get everybody here. Hello. I come to get your wares. Ice.
Working in Wendhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
You sound like you really admire Ulfric.
Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army.
Do you like being a blacksmith?
Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor. I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
No.
I never expected Ulfric to live up to his legend.
Must.
He does.
Must. Must.
There's no glory in war. You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types?
Honestly, I think all folk should be welcome here.
And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers.
Cookware, knives, and other goods from home.
Ulfric doesn't care about outsiders?
Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land.
What if I took care of these bandits?
That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well.
Alright.
Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days?
What do you have for sale?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Alright. I don't know when I got that. anything else I can sell? Actually, let's see if anything I can buy. Fire arrows. Nothing I see that is an additional. But I could get an additional backpack. So that one is did I sell my other one? It's the mage one, but I don't like the bedroll. It's lockpicking. Have that just in case I need. So I got some of these. Or, no, I'll find some more. What do you got? Ah, and any gems I got. Gold. Oh, I could make some gold stuff too. And alright. Alright, I think that's a good amount.
Thank you for your custom.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see
using
Ulfric
that.
up close.
Every
Me? Hey, let me use it. Let's grate some leather. Need that, some leather strips, so I can upgrade. Stuff. So I have that. Alright, excuse me.
I never expected Ulfric to live up to his legend, but he does.
Alright, increase that. Pardon me. Make some stuff. Mainly jewelry. I think that's the main thing I can use to increase my smithery, is making jewelry. Alright. I can't sell anything additionally. I'm gonna save to level up.
Our hero claims a warrior.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them grayskins know what I think of them.
Excuse me. Excuse me, bug.
With a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord art.
Alright, bug.
Believe the dragonborn comes.
Just need a quick little nap. Increase my stamina. Alright, what do we want? We can increase our sneak. That main one I think we need.
And to the evil of all Skyrim's foes.
Alright,
Beware
stay here. This is your new home.
for the darkness has passed and the legend yet grows.
Alright,
You'll know
so he's gonna wait there. I don't know if we'll come back for him. I'm wondering now, if he's at that camp, who's at the other camp? first we gotta do this quest.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
Mm-hmm.
Grow on, you old crone. You'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Please, how long must I do this? I keep praying, Night Mother. Why won't you answer me? So very tired. Grow on, you old crone. You'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Die, Grillon, die! So very tired.
I'm waiting for him to say the thing.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
What do we got here? I never read this. Letter. Master Aventus Aretino. Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak wishes to express his deepest sympathies at the death of your mother, Nylia. Unfortunately, because you are fatherless and have no known relations, the Jarl cannot allow you to remain in your home unsupervised. Therefore, in no more than a week's time, you are to report to Honor Hall Orphanage in Riften, where you will reside until your 16th birthday. The Arentino family home in the city of Windhelm will, of course, remain your property. The building will be securely locked and ready for your return 6 years hence. So he is 10. Note that I am unsure of your education provided to you by your recent deceased mother, or if you possess the ability to read the letter I am currently composing. Therefore, a member of the city will call upon you in 1 week at your home and provide escort to the orphanage. Hopefully, his arrival will not come as a complete shock. With greatest respect, Yorlif, steward to the most honorable Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
Yes.
Grow on, you old crone. You'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that.
Alright.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. You've come at last! I knew you would!
Are you alright?
It worked! I knew you'd come. I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things. And then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract.
Contract?
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The head mistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind.
Okay.
Sorry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
Sorry.
Grodd is the head mistress of Honor Hall Orphanage, but not for long.
Tell me what happened. Tell me about your mother. What happened?
She got sick last winter when the snows came, and she never got better. Not all year. One night, she fell asleep and never woke up. So now I'm all alone, and the Jarl said I have to go in an honor hall orphanage. It's not fair! Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting...
Alright, hold on. We have a book to read. I pull up my reading sheet. Do-do-do-do-do. Come on. What happened? There we go. A kiss, sweet mother. So you wish to summon the Dark Brotherhood? You wish to see someone dead? Pray, child. Pray and let the Night Mother hear your plea. You must perform the most profane of rituals, the Black Sacrament. Create an effigy of the intended victim, assembled from actual body parts, including a heart, a skull, bones, and flesh. Encircle that effigy with candles. The ritual itself must then commence. Proceed to stab the effigy repeatedly with a dagger rubbed with the petals of a nightshade plant, while whispering this plea. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Then wait, child. Wait for the dread father Sithis. Then wait, child, for the dread father Sithis rewards the patient. You will be visited by a representative of the Dark Brotherhood. So begins a contract bound in blood. I'm gonna take this book and I'm keeping it.
I really miss my friends there.
It shall be done. But I cannot fast travel to Riften, so it will be done a little bit later. Then it might take a while. Alright, is there anything else in the city? I'm seeing that there's... Okay, there's that. There's the seducers. Where was the one that was, there's the goat. There's, what was the gold one? It's the ritual site. It's that plantation with the ghosts. Crow's tooth. What's the... It's the seducers. Where's the saints? Because we got the seducers. But where are the saints? It's the Nettlebane. Ah, there's the saints. Probably a little over leveled. However. What's my weight at? I do want to wear my normal apparel. My silver boots. Alright. So we got that percolating. So I'm going to do that one quest that's over in that direction. And then I'm going to fast travel back to Whiterun to do the companion quest. And from there, I think I should be leveled enough that I'll confidently climb to the throat of the world. Could also go to Solstheim. From here. If we wanted. I don't know about having a... Oh, there's also a... There's a shrine over there. Hello. That a Zoro shrine? Oh, let's check this first. Trader's Post. Oh. Oh. I didn't know this was a weapon plate. Ah! Hey, don't hit my horse. Get him. Horse, I can't get in. Right here. High leveled. There we go. What do we got? Erwan's journal. My new friend Gunther and... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read that in a second. Right now, the music's a little too epic for a dramatic reading. My dearest sister Erwa, I see your way with words remains as elegant as a falling boulder. I am indeed alive, and no, I haven't forgotten my promise to you, which I remind you again was never literal. You see, when someone says you'll be the death of me, it's not an invitation to murder. It's more of a loving expression of one's exasperation, but I know nuance has never been your strong suit. I must warn you, however, that correspondence like this endangers us both. So, if you truly wish to keep this promise, but it's best you don't respond. When the time is right, I will come to you. Oh, and be kind to our merchant friend Gunther, will you? Consider him my gift to you, along with this book on our past life. I'm sure you know by now, but it seems one of us has taken to writing about our adventures. I assure you it isn't me. But I'm glad his depiction of you is as honest as you are incorrigible. Edward. Ooh, orcish dagger. What's my current dagger at? Yeah, about the same. Got a standard additional dagger. Alright, someone else is out there. Oh, hello. Where do you guys come from?
Does someone live among?
Antlers. So I'm gonna take that. There's another one. Who else is here? Oh, hello. Cut. Horse. Alright. You have a really good weapon. Alright. Mystic Venom. Oh, that was from that thing. Potions. Alright, let me get a magic all these enemies coming from? Horse. Got sparks. Take that. Take that. Alright. What other way? Oh, Lord. Hold on. Hold on. Ugh. I don't have a good shout for this. Ah. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Ah. 1 second. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that. Oh, Lord. Ah. Scrolls. Conjure Store, that's enough. Take that. Heal. 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 Run. I am running. I am running. I am running. I am juking. I need to run faster. Ah! Juke, 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 juke it, juke it, juke it, juke it. Alright, where's my undying ghost? Ah! Dang it. Well, I don't think I saved before I got to there, did I? No. Oh. Well, let's try that again. This cold is harsh and unforgiving. Let's try a stealth approach this time and actually save before I get in there. I probably should buy some spells. Main thing is I need Fusroda. That's like my go-to, like, get away from me. Chicken. Alright, let's try this again. I won't read that letter again, but I will read the journal. Alright. Stealth it. Sneaky. Got my ghost going. Go, ghost. Oh, an Argonian. Who's shooting fireballs at me? Ah. Hey. So many things happening at once. Hello. Alright, so much is happening. I need fire resistance. Fire arrows is probably not gonna go well. Oh, Gunther, no. Ring of Masser. Oh. They were having fun with them. somebody over here. Alright. Got that. Got the arrows. Alright. Now I can read that book. Orc arrows. Take that. Trade ring for Daedric armor set. Purchase armor with Silica. My new friend Gunther and I are getting along quite well. The other bandits are already getting jealous. He really was a fine gift. I should thank my brother Edward before I slit his throat. The thing I like best about my good friend Gunther, he can keep a secret. I tell him all sorts of juicy tidbits. He never says a thing. He reminds me of my old companion Skjol, and the time we nearly got murdered by a Daedric cult. There was a ton of gold loot in that place, haunted artifacts, blood sacrifices, things that make lesser men want to hug their priest. Nothing that would frighten off Gunther, though. He's quite stoic, sitting in his chair on top of that. On top of that, he gets along with everyone. It doesn't matter if they're short people, fat people, tall people, or cat people. That's the thing about my old friend Gunther. He doesn't judge. Anyways, when I got to Skyrim, I sold most of the loot we piled up over the years, seeing as wanted men have to travel light. The heaviest piece I sold was a set of Daedric mail to a caravan, Khajiit, named Madran. I liked that armor, but in the end I had no choice but to get rid of her. She knows what she did. Besides, if I wanted to get her back, I could always trade something of equal value, like the Ring of Masser I ripped off the merchant at the Crescent Moon's Inn way back when. Me and the furballs, we have history. The ring is worth at least 2 sets of armor, or 20 pairs of boots. It can fortify your illusion magic, just like the book says. The books get a lot right, even the parts about me, except I'm much prettier and taller in real life. Either way, I don't need to cast spells to run this new crew, so I'll let my best friend Gunther wear the ring. I think it looks really good on him. Alright. So we got that, which is where? Alright, horse. Ooh, mammoth steak. Yeah, food. Instant Fire version 2, can't read that. Because I need version 1. Got a hay pile. Do I have upgrades yet? Nope. Oh, gold. Give me the gold. It's not gonna give me the gold. Alright. Oh, chest though. Treasure map. Huh. That's interesting. Well, alright. Little tiny thing there. But I think it's best that we start to get on our way. We're rather under-leveled for this area of the map, I think. I think we gotta head back to the lower areas. Cold is mainly the detriment. Oh, you guys. Hello. Hold on, I gotta heal myself. Gotcha. Oh, I also need your necromancer robes. Hello. Thank you for taking care of that. Human flesh. Got some things here. Let me also heal. Alright, River, let's get on. Oh, wait, one thing I need to check. Because I am up here in the Great North. I need to see if there's any horses in this area. Oh, there is. There's actually one rather nearby. Let me see. So yeah, somewhere up here. There's a horse. Another wild horse. It's probably, if I'm gonna guess, that's a white one. Which I do want a paler horse. It might get lost in the snow a bit. But, you know. Might look good. Oh boy. Yeah, you guys deal with that. Leave me alone. Refugees rest. Oh, there's a book in there. Hold on. What do we got? The First Hold Revolt. Interesting. Yeah. Let's give that a read. The First Hold Revolt, my Vavis Key. You told me that if her brother won, she would be sister to the King of Wayrest, and Remen would want to keep her for the alliance. But her brother Helseth lost and had fled with his mother back to Morrowind, and still Remen had not left her to marry me. Lady Gielen took a long, slow drag of the hookah and blew out the dragon's breath so the scent of blossoms perfumed her gilded chamber. You make a very poor adviser, Cale. I may have spent my time romancing the King of Cloudrest or Alinor instead of the wretched royal husband of Queen Morgaine. Cale knew better than to hurt his lady's vanity by mere suggestion that the King of Firsthold might have come to love his dumber king. Instead, he gave her a few minutes to pause and look from her balcony out over the high cliff palaces of the ancient capital. The moon shone like crystal on the deep sapphire waters of the Abekian Sea. It was ever springtide here, and he could well understand why she would prefer a throne in this land than in Cloudrest or Alinor. Finally he spoke. The people are with you, my lady. They do not relish the idea of Remen's dark elf heirs ruling the kingdom when he is gone. I wonder, she said calmly, I wonder if the king would not give up his queen for want of alliances, whether she would give herself up out of fear. Of all the people of Firsthold, who most dislikes the Dunmer influence on the court? Is this a trick question, my lady? Asked Cale. The Trebbit monks, of course. Their credo has ever been for pure Altmer bloodlines on Somerset, and among the royal families most of all. But my lady, they make very weak allies. I know, said Giela, taking up her hookah again thoughtfully, a smile creeping up her face. Morgian has seen to it that they have no power. She would have exterminated them altogether had Remen not stopped her, for all the good they do for the country folk. What if they found themselves with a very powerful benefactress, one with an intimate knowledge of the court of Firsthold, the chief concubine of the king, and all the gold to buy weapons with that her father, the king of Skywatch, could supply. Well armed and with support of the country people, they would be formidable, nodded Cale. But as your adviser, I must warn you, if you make yourself an active foe of Queen Morgia, you must play to win. She has inherited much of her mother, Queen Barenzia's intelligence and spirit of vengeance. She will not know I am her foe until it is too late, shrugged Yellen. Go to the Trebet Monastery and bring me Friar Lilam. We must strategize our plan of attack. For 2 weeks, Remen was advised about growing resentment in the countryside from peasants who called Morgia the Black Queen, but it was nothing that he had not heard before. His attention was on the pirates on the small island off the coast called Kalias Lar. There had been more brazen of late, attacking royal barges and organized raids to deliver a crushing blow. He ordered the greatest part of his militia to invade the island, an incursion he himself would lead. A few days after Remen left the capital, the revolt of the Trebet monks exploded. The attacks were well coordinated and without warning. The chief of the guards did not wait to be announced, bursting into Morgia's bedchamber ahead of a flurry of maidservants. "My queen," he said, "it is a revolution." By contrast, Gillian was not asleep when Cale came to deliver the news. She was seated by the window, smoking her hookah and looking at the fires far off in the hills. "Morgia is with council," he explained. "I am certain they are telling her that the Trebet monks are behind the uprising, and that the revolution will be at the city gates by morning." "How large is the revolutionary army in contrast to the remaining royal militia?" asked Gillian. "The odds are well in our favor," said Cale, "though not perhaps as much as we had hoped. The country folk, it seems, like to complain about their queen, but stop short of insurrection. Primarily, the army is composed of the monks themselves and a horde of mercenaries your father's gold bought. In a way of thinking, it is preferable this way. They are more professional or organized than a common mob. Really, they are a true army, complete with a horn section. If that doesn't frighten the Black Queen into abdication, nothing will," smiled Gillian, rising from her chair. "The poor dear must be beside herself with worry. I must fly to her side and enjoy it." Gillian was disappointed when she saw Morgia coming out of the council chambers. Considering that she had been woken from a deep sleep with cries of revolution, and had spent the last several hours in consultation with her meager general force, she looked beautiful. There was a sparkle of proud defiance in her bright red eyes. "My queen," Gillian cried, forcing real tears, "I came as soon as I heard. Will we all be slaughtered?" "A distinct possibility," replied Morgia simply. Gillian tried to read her, but the expressions of women, especially alien women, were a far greater challenge than those of Altmer men. "I hate myself for even thinking to propose this," said Gillian, "but since the cause of this fury is you, perhaps if you were to give up the throne they might disperse. Please understand, my queen, I am only thinking of the good of the kingdom and our own lives." "I understand the spirit of your suggestion," smiled Morgia. And I will take it under advisement. Believe me, I've thought it myself, but I don't think it will come to that." "Have you a plan for defending us?" asked Gillian, contorting her features to an expression she knew bespoke girlish hope. "The king left us several dozen of his royal battle mages," said Morgia. "I think the mob believes we have nothing but palace guards and a few soldiers to protect us. When they get to the gates, they'll be greeted with a wave of fireballs, and I will find it highly likely they will lose heart and retreat." "But isn't there some protection they could be using against such an assault?" asked Gillian, in her best worried voice. "If they knew about it, naturally there is. But an unruly mob is unlikely to have mages skilled in the arts of restoration by which they could shield themselves from the spells, or mysticism by which they could reflect the spells back on my battle mages. That would be the worst scenario, but even if they were well organized enough to have mystics in their ranks, and enough of them to reflect so many spells, it just isn't done. No battlefield commander would advise such a defense during a siege unless he knew precisely what he was going to be meeting. And then, of course, once the trap is sprung, Morgia winked, it's too late for a countering spell. A most cunning solution, Your Highness, said Gillian, honestly impressed. Morgia excused herself to meet with her battle mages, and Gillian gave her an embrace. Cale was waiting in the palace garden for his lady. Are there mystics among your mercenaries? She asked quickly. Several, in fact, replied Cale, bewildered by her query. Largely rejects from the Psijic order, but they know enough to cast the regular spells of the school. You must sneak out of the city gates and tell Friar Lilam to have them cast reflective spells on all the front lines before they attack, said Gillian. That's most irregular battle strategy, frowned Cale. I know it is, fool. That is why Morgia is counting. That is what Morgian is counting on. There's a gang of battle mages who are going to be waiting on the battlements to greet our army with a barrage of fireballs. Battle mages? I would have thought King Remen would have brought them with him to fight the pirates. You would have thought that, laughed Gillian. But then we would be defeated. Now go. Friar Lilam agreed with Cale that it was a bizarre, unheard-of way to begin a battle, casting reflection spells on all one's troops. It went against every tradition, and as a trepid monk he valued tradition above every other virtue. There was little other choice, though, given the intelligence. He had few enough healers in the army, as it were, and their energies could not be wasted casting resistant spells. At dawn's light, the rebel army was in sight of the gleaming spires of Firsthold. Friar Lilam gathered together every soldier who knew even the rudimentary secrets of mysticism, who knew how to tap into the elementary conundrums and knots of the energies of magic. Though few were masters of the art, their combined force was powerful to behold. A great surge of entangling power washed over the army, crackling, hissing, and infusing all with their ghostly force. When they arrived at the gates, every soldier, even the least imaginative, knew that no spell would touch him for a long time. Friar Lilam watched his army batter into the gate with the great satisfaction of a commander who has counteracted an unthinkable attack with an outrageous defense. The smile quickly faded from his face. They were met at the battlements not by mages but by common archers of the palace guard. As the flaming arrows fell upon the siegers like a red rain, the healers ran in to help the wounded. Their healing spells reflected off the dying men, one after the other. Chaos ruled as the attackers suddenly found themselves defenseless. It began a panicked, unorganized retreat. Friar Lilam himself considered briefly holding his ground before fleeing himself. Later he would send furious notes to Lady Gillian and Cale, but they were returned. Even his best secret agents within the palace were unable to find their whereabouts. Neither had, as it turned out, much previous experience with torture, and they soon confessed their treachery to the king's satisfaction. Cale was executed, and Gillian was sent back with escort to her father's court of Skywatch. He has still to find a husband for her. Remen, by contrast, has elected not to take our new royal concubine. The common folk of Firsthold consider this break in palace protocol to be more of the sinister alien influence of the Black Queen and grumble to all who will listen. Ha. That was actually a good stress. She knew. Queen knew. She's like, you... Nice. Ah. Can upgrade that one. I'm not going to read any more books. My eyes are like, ugh. Because it's cold, the book pages were pretty bright. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to find a horse. Oh, I got these guys. Where do you guys come from? Sorry. At one point I'm actually gonna find a thing so I can have one of those guys. Alright, where am I at? Alright, finding a horse. Ah! Not you guys. Let me save. I feel like a horse would be here? I don't know what horse. Ah! There it is. I'm gonna let you deal with it. Go, my ghost. Yeesh. Alright. Get that other horse. Hello. Hello? Why can't I ride you? He's kind of glitched or something. Oh, well, I know where he is now. Kind of on this area. It looks though he might have gotten hurt and is a little glitched at this point, but I think I have to go in here and then come back out. Color-wise, I don't know, I think I like this color a little bit better. It's kind of a weird pale, not really what I was looking for. In terms of horse color. Oh. Who are you? Who are you? Hi. Hello. Where are you? You're like a little light. Hello. Oh, another one. Okay. More. Are you guys will-o'-the-wisps? What do we got? Oh. Nords arise. I'll take those books. Read them later. Alright, we got... I don't see a thing. Unless those books hold the key. Let's read them. Here we go. Notes on Yingle Barrel. What a peculiar place. A barrow turned out to be. I hadn't explored for very long before reaching this elaborate room, gate locking me from going further into the crypt. I confess I'm relieved. This place puts the fear of oblivion into me. There are some carvings in this room. I'll attempt to describe them from the college so I have something to show for this effort. All was in Atmora, land of true Arnarch home. Man in his throne, so should he be. Whale in the sea, so should he be. Eagle in the sun sky, should he be. Snake in the weed, so should he be. Sorrow for sea's ghosts took Yingle, prize brother of sail from Atmor's fleet, and none on land, nor sky, nor sea would ever again be as should be. Fascinating, these ancient Nords. I wonder what other secrets are hidden here. Surely there can't be harm in trying to go a little further. And there is a lever here, which must open the gate beyond. Alright, so... this one has to be open to the sky. So that's... this is the snake. That's the bird. King in his seat. Technically, yeah. And then ocean. Alright. Coral Dragon Claw. Huh. Is that just gonna keep going? I'm impressed that has that many arrow bolts. Hi guys. You guys just gonna be following me around? Hello, little buddies. Ah. Always gotta check underwater. There's usually stuff hidden. Alright, you buddies, I know. Gotta go in there. You guys are kinda cute. Hello. Moss. Alright, it's this way. That leads deeper. Got a gate. I definitely gotta get lockpicking upgrade. Spend all my lockpicks getting that, whatever that was, out of there. Right. Right. Let's backtrack. I have been in this area before, I know. Those little guys, I have a vague recollection of having them kind of around me. Huh. a pseudo tomb. Someone was buried here. It's my time. Alright. It's about an hour. I'm gonna finish this area and then I'll call it quits. Alright. Ooh. Y'all are going crazy. Y'all really wanting there. Alright, this is the coral claw. Snake. Snake. Wolf. Moth. Alright, you guys happy? Flames would probably work better. Alright, let me resurrect you. Yes. Alright, what do you got? I already have frost. Helm of Yingle. Huh. That. Song of Yelmer. Dwarven War Axe. Yeah. Get rid of this clunky ass bomber war axe. What else you got? Staff of Zombies. Ooh. Alright. I'm hungry. Alright. Better weapon. Alright. So that's that done. Can I sit here? No. What's the helm do? Is it just fancy? Ooh, frost resistance. I'm gonna disenchant that later. So I may drop it if I don't need that. I may drop it if I need to. I don't know what was up with all those orbs. Whoa! Excuse me, ghosty. Alright. Well, I think that will cover it for now. So yeah, this has been Skyrim Scholar Survival. Read a little bit more, explored a little bit more, found a horse, couldn't ride it, just kind of looked at me funny. So after this I'm going to head back to Whiterun, do the companion quest, and then once that's done I'm going to head up to Throw the World. We're reading any books we come across along the way. And I definitely got it then after that. I'm tailing it to Riften, so I can get a better hood than whatever I'm wearing right now, because this kind of just... I look stupid with the blue. I don't like it. Alright, but anyhow, hope you like the series. Check back in regularly. I'll be doing it off and on. Alright. See you guys later. Ciao, ciao.